dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. The stories we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears.
Good morning once again. I'm Jamie with MyTarot, and it's a Monday. A very exciting Monday, because nothing special is going on. It's just another Monday. Just another manic Monday. But time to start our week. And what better way to start the week than with one extra breath? And check in with the universe and see what we might have to start out our week. Because again, you should have seen me just a few minutes ago doing my regular frantic morning. And now I'm like, oh yeah, time to listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. Take that breath. And actually let our feet go flat on the floor, our butt comfortable in the seat. Oh yeah, I forgot about my shoulders. Letting the shoulders actually relax and the neck. Oh, this is a much better way to start a day or an evening, wherever you happen to be. So let's check in and see what the universe has for us. There we go. So, an extra breath. Boy, my shoulders are really tense. That's because I'm just acknowledging everything. Listening to our body. Shifting gears, turning on that light switch that says it's time to slow down. Okay, so what am I doing here? I'm going to make 3 different stacks as I do each morning. Each one is a different thread going out to the universe. Each one is a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this stack will lead down one path, this stack will lead down another one, and this one another one. Whichever conversation or path we choose, we'll be leaving 2 other conversations behind. So for today, let's start right with the top stack. That's things that are right in front of us and we might not even see. Let's do our 3 and 1. This is always exciting, especially since, like I say, I like to turn each one over like a page in a book, one at a time, so we don't know what that last card's going to be or how things will turn out. So today it's about the Fool. So to tell you the truth, I'm feeling kind of lighthearted today. So what is the Fool? The Fool it can be about being lighthearted, but it can also be about being oblivious to things. You know, we're not sure, he's looking up here and not at the next card. So we're not sure what's going on with this particular Fool. But we have the 2 of Cups. So, are we coming at a relationship lighthearted, or are we just not seeing something? But I think that it's like, for me, when I see something like this, it's like when we finally let go of our burdens is when 2 people can come together. This is the 2 of Cups. 2 often about choices. Cups are waters. The element of water, emotion, feelings, spirituality. So I'm curious to see what this one's going to be, because that's going to end up telling us what this story is. But is this about finally letting go of our burdens and just breathing and coming at a relationship? Interesting. With the Knight of Swords, the Cavalier d'Épée, since we're looking at the Marseille Tarot. So knights are what? Knights are fire and energy. And swords are the element of air, which is thought and ideas. So this card's going to really determine, because when I see something like this and there's a 2 in the middle, sometimes I wonder, is this a scale? Because the knight is, with his fire and energy, he's ready to run with something. And since he's swords, he's ready to run with an idea. Whereas the Fool is very lighthearted and not ready to run with any ideas at all. Especially now if I do it like a scale, now he's looking directly at these cups. So court cards can be us, they can be somebody else, or they can be part of a relationship. Or just part of the big situation. But notice when I do it in the morning, I never say what the cards are. The only one I say that's in a position is this one, which is the advice. Because I want the cards to tell me what the positions are. And so there's a couple different ways this can go, but let's take a look at the advice card, which is the 9 of Swords. So this is often called the nightmare card. So if swords are ideas and thoughts, then imagine 9 swords, and they're your anxiety. They are your thoughts. These are the things that keep us awake at night. So when I see this then, so it's the advice card, this is reminding us of what happens when we get so much in our heads that we go running with ideas. We go running with our thoughts. We go running with, what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. The thing about the knights is that when we look at the court cards and we look at their personality, the page is when we're starting something new. It's like a young person learning something, starting things new. The knight is when we're slightly older and we just run with stuff. We get a sports car, we just go. Sometimes we don't think. We just don't think. We get an idea and we run with it. Whereas the queen, when we evolve into the queen, and the cards are gender neutral, so it's a masculine, feminine energy, but when we get to the queen, we learn how to put emotion into what we're trying to accomplish. This card here is not about emotion. It's the exact opposite. It's about taking an idea and just running with it, not thinking about it. So here I'm kind of seeing this thing about how we deal with relationships and things like that. This right here being the major, which is the Fool, to bring this all together. So we create our own anxiety by the choices we make. Okay? On one side, coming at it like the Fool, where we're not thinking at all. And the other side of it is, do we just take an idea and run with it? The Knight of Swords can be this very serious. I want to be very serious about this. I may not know all the information, but again, have you ever just had something where you just ran with it and you ran with it and then you realize later, maybe I should have thought about it. And how we create our own anxieties. So this is about how we deal with our relationships and how we're coming at things. And the advice card here is saying, look at our anxieties. Is this blocking us? Do we want to come at this like the knight in full sword? Or do we want to take a look at this as the fool and just accept things the way they are? This isn't about having the solution in front of us. This is about what's it going to take to avoid that anxiety that comes with this when we deal with this relationship. This is a spread that says we need to look inside. Because we're kind of like this. It's either one or the other sometimes. Either I just full steam ahead with that relationship, with that thought and that idea. And how can that cause anxiety? Or is it sometimes the other extreme where we just close our eyes and we just accept things the way they are? So it can lead to that anxiety. In a relationship, we make these choices all the time. But are we thinking about it? And the consequences of these choices. So today, this is about the choices we make with the people around us. And are we causing our own anxieties? Are we causing our own, keeping ourselves up at night because, we're either choice. Is it the right choice? Running with the idea, I'm right. This guy here is always going to think, that he's always right, because until he stops and takes a breath, and knights don't do that. Until they stop and take a breath, they're not going to be able to acknowledge what's going on. And the fool, again, is about not acknowledging what's going on. So today, in dealing with our relationships, or this could be somebody at work, but this is about maintaining our own spirituality, because we have a duality here. A duality, we have two cups, we have two different ways of coming at it. And the question is, are either of these even right? That's a question we have to ask ourselves today in dealing with our relationship. Do we just go at it blindly and just walk along? Or are we just coming in and saying, my way or the highway, and running with an idea? Or do we need to come up with something new? So before making your decisions today, ask yourself, what's the end result? And why did this nightmare card come up? What is the end result, and why did this nightmare card come up? What is the end result, and why? And it's about anxiety. That's why I run with an idea. It's about anxiety. That's why I might choose to be the fool. But we still have a center here that has to, where we want to avoid that Nine of Swords. And with that, I hope that when we make a decision today, when dealing with people, we pause and really reflect on how we are coming across, and are we going down our own path of waking up with nightmares, or that anxiety. They call it the nightmare card. We just want to avoid the anxiety. And we need to make that decision. So with that, it's all about our choices. I hope that you have an amazing day today. I hope you have an amazing rest of the week, and I will be back here again tomorrow. Thanks again.
Stars in the sky.